Hello, Majestic Queen. I hope you're having a delightful day. You should be, because you are alive, you're well. You may have a lot on your plate to do, but you are managing what you have to do, and you're moving forward in life because you are majestic and you are queen. And that within itself is powerful. So let's talk a little bit, Queen. We're going to talk about the single ladies. Now, there are some ladies who are married or in a significant relationship, but then there are ladies who are single. And guess what? They enjoy their solitude. They don't mind being alone or living alone. It means so much to them. Now, other people may make comments about it, but if you are strong in your constitution, you don't worry about what people have to say. So here are some signs that you are really enjoying your time alone, not in a relationship with anyone, but you are in a relationship with yourself and you are really having a good time being alone. Now, here's the signs that you like it. Someone who values themselves, don't mind being alone, enjoy their solitude. Yes, it brings about a certain peace and tranquility that only solitude can offer you. You don't have the interruptions from other people in your environment. And I'm thinking more so your home environments, who are interrupting what you want to do and are helping you to be neglectful of the things that you should be doing. You are on point with the things that you would like to see done in your life. Now, this doesn't mean that you're a hermit, nor does it mean that you do not like to be sociable or enjoy activities where you are around other people. But what it means is that you are simply sitting in silence at times. You are engaged in your creativity, and you are just loving the fact that you have the opportunity to do so. Now, another thing that people who are alone and not in a significant relationship enjoy is actually working on their creative side, doing things like hobbies. And those hobbies can be arts and crafts, such as jewelry making, or it could be exercising or doing some type of activity like listening to music or just reading a good book. These are things that are productive and actually stimulate your intellect. So any type of hobby that you enjoy, crafting that you may like, quilt making, painting, as I mentioned before, jewelry making, see, that's one of my favorites. Flower designs, oh, that's another thing that I enjoy. Well, Queen, it's okay. And that's what people who are alone do. They just enjoy working on their hobbies. Another thing that people who are alone really enjoy is self-reflection. When you don't have the interruptions from talking to other people or emailing, texting, then guess what? You have time to think about who you are as an individual. And you learn things about yourself. You learn the things that you enjoy, the things that you don't like, and that's acceptable too. So it doesn't mean that you're constantly overthinking, but you are trying to appreciate the clarity that comes from introspection and the fact that you value the knowledge that you are gaining about yourself. The next thing is, as I mentioned before, there's creativity. Like, for example, I'm in my solitude right now, and I am creating this video that I want the world to enjoy. And hopefully my project will gain the momentum that it needs so that more people can hear the sound of my voice and what I have to lend to the world. My knowledge base, my experiences. These are the things that I want to share with women, because guess what? In a lot of instances, we are in the same boat, and we just need that connectivity to someone else who can understand. And it's not that we have to interact. Sometimes we can just listen and learn. So that creativity, where you begin to understand that there are things that you want to invent. You may want to become an artist. You may want to become an author of a book. So the creativity and that part of you will emerge when you are in your solitude. Also, just enjoying the simplicity of life. Not having to put on the facade for other people. You can just be yourself and do the things that you enjoy without having to listen to the opinions of others. It's just the simple things that you may enjoy, like a cup of tea with lemon in it. I had to add that because I need my lemon for my tea. And so you think of things like that. Queen, when you're in your solitude, there's no worries. There's just peaceful, quiet moments. And you can find this to be very beautiful and joyful to your life. And so, just simply being alone gives you the time to appreciate the very simple things in life. And we all need to do that. So also think about when you are alone and you're thinking about things, and it's not focused on the negative thoughts, but more so the positive things in life, then you become more comfortable with your own thoughts. That's what solitary thinking will do for you. No interruptions from other people who have to put in their opinion. Not the facts, but their opinion about everything. When you are comfortable in your own thinking, your own thought patterns, and it's positive, then that is what makes you comfortable and not overwhelmed or intimidated by what you are thinking. Now, when you move on, you begin to value deep connections because you have just a few close-knit friends that's in your circle. And those connections are very valuable to you. Sometimes people think by having a lot of friends, that's what brings value. But just having a few is more valuable. Just a few close-knit friends that you can share with, that you can spend time with, that you can share your thinking with, from time to time. That is what you begin to value when you are in your solitude and you think about your deep connections and the people who mean the most to you. Also, you can boost your productivity. Do you know that you can get a lot of done? That you can get a lot of things done when you are alone and you know that you have 5 things that must be done. You have no interruptions. The phone is not ringing. You're not focusing on email. You're like putting your text messages aside until you really have time to focus on it. Then you can do those 5 things that's on the list to do. Because you're alone, you can knock this one thing out, then you can move right to the next, take a break, and knock the next 3 projects out, and you look up and you've done all the things. That's because you are alone without distractions or interruptions. Sometimes you think about the things that have happened in your life that wasn't so positive, and it may still cause you hurt and it may still cause you pain. Well, when you are in your solitude, you can begin your healing process. You can think the direction you want to go. You can also think about the things that you want to let go of because it's not bringing anything productive to your life. So that's another advantage of being alone. You can begin to self-care a little more than you may have done in the past. But guess what? You can love yourself and know how to love yourself and think about all the things that make you happy and to do these things that make you happy. Again, that's the beauty of being on your own and unlocking your potential and your advantages in life. See, Queen, I know that each and every one of us would like to have that significant relationship that you really enjoy and love. But what happens when you don't have it at the moment? Do you sit back and you feel sad for yourself or get depressed or become overly anxious? No, that is not the answer. The answer is to embrace yourself and to love the person that you are. Now, as always, I like to read and I research articles that can relate to what it is I want to say. But I do not focus on the article when I'm having communication with you because I feel as though that's not going to bring the experience that I have to the platform. But I do glance at the article for talking points and then I relate it to my experience. And so I want you to understand that. And so the article that I chose to focus on today is by Lucas Graham. The article was written on February 6, 2024. And the title, just in case you want to read it, is 10 Signs You Are Genuinely Enjoying Being Alone, According to Psychology. And I think I misread the title just a bit, so let me repeat it. 10 Signs You Genuinely Enjoy Being Alone, According to Psychology, by Lucas Graham. Okay, everybody. Forgive my mistakes. I'm only human. And with that, I find the humor. And I try to improve. So, Majestic Queen, I am hoping that it get better in the future. I am really hoping that it get better in the future. But as always, I enjoy my time with you. And I want you to be blessed. And know that you are majestic.